The saint whom the Church honors today probably enjoyed the eating and drinking and carousing that sometimes goes with Mardi Gras. He was born Juan Ciudad, Juan City, and became known as Juan de Dios, John of God. Hello, I'm Father James Kubicki, and for the first 40 years of his life, John was pretty wild, living the life of a soldier given to worldly pursuits and pleasures. Then he heard a sermon by Blessed John of Avila and repented. He went around, in penance for his sins, beating himself with rocks. The townspeople confined him to a lunatic asylum where Blessed John visited him and told him that he would do better to show charity toward himself and others, caring for them in their needs. When he was released, our saint established a house where he could care for the poor and sick. Once the Archbishop called him in because of a complaint that this house was open to prostitutes and tramps. John fell on his knees before the bishop and said, "The Son of Man came for sinners, and we are bound to seek their conversion. I am unfaithful to my vocation because I neglect this, but I confess that I know of no bad person in my hospital except myself alone, who am indeed unworthy to eat the bread of the poor." The Archbishop let him go and became one of his strongest supporters. In 10 years, near the end of his life, he started a new religious community called the Brothers Hospitallers, and so the work of charity which he started continues to this day. Let's take a lesson from Saint John of God and realize that during the coming Lent, it would be better to practice charity toward ourselves and others than to get down on ourselves and beat ourselves up over our failures. For, as the first letter of St. Peter says, love covers a multitude of sins.